Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about the black soldiers who died in Jordan attack. And Pentagon releases name of the 3 soldiers killed in a drone attack. And I don't know why I am asking this. What are they doing in Jordan? Why is it that all these military are being sent to the Middle East for them to get killed and defending the Middle East, and they are also defending the genocide psychopath in Israel? Why are they there? And it looks like black people are now in between, but I really don't understand is we see history repeating itself, and I feel like they are using black people to to wait some certain things. Because if you ask me, I really have a lot of questions to ask. Why are they doing there? I do not understand why they are out there to fight war that doesn't even belong to them. It looks like they are using them for sacrifice and all that. And now I am saying this, the corrupt politician, and especially Joe Biden, I really do not understand how all these are happening, but then it is happening. Now, if you see the reason why black people or Gen Z in general are saying that they are not ready for anything, to be drafted for anything that got to do with war and all that. Let's get into this.
So at this time, the Pentagon has released the names of the 3 soldiers killed in the drone attack that took place this weekend in Jordan, where 3 were killed and over 40 were injured. Army Sergeant William Jerome Rivers, 46, from Carrollton, Georgia. Specialist Brianna A. Moffitt, 23, from Savannah, Georgia. And Specialist Kennedy L. Sanders, 24, from Waycross, Georgia. Specialist Brianna Moffitt joined the Army Reserves in 2019 after high school. In addition to her military service, she worked for a home care provider, cooking, cleaning, and running errands for those with disabilities. According to her parents, Specialist Kennedy Sanders volunteered for the Middle East deployment because she was eager to see a new part of the world. At home in Savannah, Georgia, she helped coach children's soccer and basketball teams. She worked at a pharmacy while she was taking college courses with the aim of becoming an X-ray technician. 46-year-old Sergeant William Rivers joined the Army Reserves in 2011 and served a 9-month tour of Iraq in 2018. He joined the 718th Engineering Company at Fort Moore last year and lived in Carrollton, Georgia, about 45 miles west of Atlanta. The drone attack that led to the death of these 3 soldiers and wounding 40 others took place at an outpost called Tower 22 in Jordan, where 350 Army personnel and Air Force personnel was stationed. The attack came in the pre-dawn hours, and most of them were still in their racks sleep. An investigation has been opened up into why U.S. air defenses failed to protect that outpost.
Black people only have 2 roles in the United States military, and that is an example or a sacrifice. The way the news is parading these 3 around is definitely to activate black people's sense of patriotism. But we see history repeating itself. We recognize y'all using us as cannon fodder again, just as y'all did in the Vietnam War. To my people who just don't get it, your service is in vain. Actually, no. Your service upholds the very system that oppresses you. Let me be explicit. The United States military is a white supremacist organization. You, as a black person joining that, does not change this fact. As a matter of fact, it legitimizes the organization further. This ain't the 1960s, but you can guarantee if these 3 soldiers had lived and came back home, they would have been discriminated against by the police. They would have been discriminated against when they were trying to get a job. They would have been discriminated against when they were trying to get housing. Black people have been fighting along the United States military since before they were technically free. And we still have very little to show for it. Let's take the hint. Black people only have two roles in the United States military, and that is an example.
I don't know if you guys have heard what really was the situation, but they're trying. First, it was on the newspaper earlier this morning, then for some reason they take it out. Now, based on someone that I had listened to from one of the sketches, they're saying it was based on a malfunction of a drone. So imagine if this, and they said based on the drone, that's how these three people had been unalive during the line of duty. And to me, that to me is like a human sacrifice. I'm just saying it. I mean, no disrespect to the family members, but the way how the situation is, it makes no sense. And the reason why they're not really going in depth into it, because they know that they did something wrong. First of all, those people shouldn't have been there. None of those men and women should be there. I don't care what color, ethnicity, or whatever they come from. There was no need for us to be there because that's not our war. That's not our fight. And number three, when I'm looking at these three soldiers that volunteered and sacrificed to do their greater good for America, and when you look back of how the way they treat us in this country, sometimes I say to myself, like, why? Why we keep on doing this to ourselves? Why we keep on going through the back door when we belong to the front door? Why we keep on trying to push ourselves and trying to be a part of something when they keep on telling you no? Yes, we live here. Yes, we're born and raised here. But do we have the equal opportunity? No. And, you know, and I know those families is not even feeling sad in it. They're feeling mad because the way how the situation is and the way they're trying to rectify it and investigate it, it sounds very suspicious to me. And it makes me angry, and that's not even my loved ones, okay? Because these were young men and women. The middle one was, I think she was a female. If I stand corrected, I don't want to mispronounce anyone's sexual orientation. I think she was a female. She was 24 years old. She had a whole life ahead of her, especially those two gentlemen too. You understand? And all the president could say that he's sorry for her loss. He knows how it feels and this and everything. And I'm looking at the mother's face like, you're right. You know, she's angry. I would be angry too. Which parent would want to bury their child before they? Especially in a circumstance like that, because they're sacrificing their life. And you know what's so messed up about this country too? These people will risk their life, and the government don't even want to help them when they become citizens. When they become senior citizens and they're retired vets. You see them sleeping inside their car, sleeping outside. You see them living in no shelter. And even if they own a home, they're raising up the taxes. They're not trying to help them and telling them, oh, they got the benefits for this and that, and telling them, oh, they're not qualified. And then you seeing them fighting to help the people them to get their benefits. They shouldn't be fighting. They should receive it 24/7 without any vote. Without any vote analysis from any party. That should be automatically signed. Okay? Anything that they need, shelter, food, job, this, whatever, that should be automatically done for them. And even for elderly people too. And as for the family members, I really sympathize. And it pissed me off when I'm seeing everybody talking about nonsense and not looking at these three people who are heroes. They died on the line of duty. Regardless of what you feel about the war or this or whatever, they served for this country. Okay, and that pisses me off of how I'm seeing people keep on still talking about the same controversy about these stupid celebrities and, oh, TikTok don't have no music no more. Who cares? All right? If you heard the in-depth of what happened with those soldiers, they talked about drones. So imagine if those same drones that was so-called malfunction and turned around and accidentally shot those people in the line of duty for no reason whatsoever. Imagine the drones that come out in the sky where they can turn around and shoot us too. You know, this is what you guys need to focus on, not the stupidness. Because all those celebrities, they have people to support them, security-wise, the White House, all of them. Even when they retire, they have security team. They have all that. Do we have a security team? No. So let's start thinking like common people that have common sense and start focusing on what's going on, because they're putting these people in the war, and these are young women and children going into this war. Okay, their parents, chances are, what are they going to see their children? Either in a coffin, or they're coming at their door and something's wrong with them. Think about Vietnam. Think about World War One, World War Two, Vietnam, Gulf War. There's people to this day, they talk about the war and it's like a nightmare to them. Sometimes I wonder if we're really going under. No, for real.
Black people only have two roles in the United States military, and that is an example.
Go watch the original video. But this is, if you know me in person, you know how like anti-military I am, especially if you're a black person in America. It never made sense to me to fight for a country that refuses to fight for you. This country has such a long way to go when it comes to black people and equity. Like, we're not even halfway there. But you want us to sign up and go fight.
Okay, you guys know that the 3 soldiers were killed in an attack on Jordan, right? I have questions, so many fucking questions. Why? Because this looks dumb. This looks like it doesn't make any sense. You telling me a military base, an American military base with a lot of technology, was attacked by an itty-bitty drone, injured 34 people, and killed 3 people. And immediately they're like, Iran did it. How do you fucking know? How do you fucking know Iran did it? Because the location is in Jordan, in between the Syria border and Jordan. That's Palestine, whatever. I don't understand why you would immediately just be like, Iran did it. But their excuse for that is that it was an Iranian drone. The type of Sh0ck drone, which is the type of one attack drone that Iran has been providing to Russia. Then couldn't it have been a Russian drone? How the fuck are you so sure? Like, are you serious right now? Nobody else in that region has their drones? You don't think they're like marketing and selling their drones to other people in the area that also hate us? And I'm gonna be honest with you, at this point, I feel like their hate's pretty fucking valid. Also, if it was a drone attack, doesn't that mean the drone got blown up or something, or destroyed in the attack? Because it injured 34 people, so it went boom, right? So you telling me from the little itsy bitsy pieces of drone you found left over afterwards, you can determine what region of the Middle East that drone is from? You guys are so fucking full of shit, it ain't even funny. Oh, this is a gray drone. Clearly it's from Iran. If it was orange, it would be from Yemen. Oh my god. Anyways, now the military is dispatching troops to Iran because, of course, anything to have another fucking war this goddamn country. And yes, the 3 people that were killed were black, which just looks more fucking suspicious. None of this is making any sense. Okay, now this is crazy because it's just a solution. But how about we not be in the Middle East terrorizing people by bombing them constantly, and maybe they won't do a little drone attack? Huh? Sound good? Sounds good to me.
Or a sacrifice.
Freedom is free. You don't gotta go to war. Someone else will fight.
So this is all I got from the stitches, and I have a lot of questions to ask in regards to this. What is U.S. military base doing in Jordan? Why is it that U.S. is always keen with anything that got to do with war? If there is that, you see them all over sending out their military men, military house to go and fight, even some that is not even concerned, that doesn't even concern them, right? You see them all sending out soldiers, And why do I feel that American soldiers are in the Middle East to protect Palestinians, like, or Zionist terrorists, because there are so many of them occupying Palestine. And this probably might be an order from the AIPAC Zionists in the US. And you all already know that AIPAC, I don't know, but like, I keep asking this, why is it that a Jewish lobby AIPAC, they have so many, I think, military bases and all that. And I keep asking myself, how did they become this, like, powerful, that they have so much to do, or they have so much to, like, so much when it comes to United States? I don't know how all these are happening, but sincerely speaking, sometimes I look at it and I am like, you already have a lot of answer to, like, give, or a lot of explanation to give in regards to this and all that. But then now you see one of the reasons why people say that they are not, like, letting their kids go serve the military and all that. And look at what happened to these young people, I mean, black people for that matter. And a lot of people are asking questions and all that. It looks like history is repeating itself according from what the other young man said. And it looks like we are not even learning and all that. But I really don't understand how all these are happening, and nobody is questioning, nobody's asking questions and all that. And yes, all thanks to Joe Biden, because he has really done so much harm, like in recent times, than every other person. Modern day, Joe Biden is acting all like a modern day Hitler. I'm sorry to say that, but that sounds like, American government is, I don't know, but I sometimes feel like it's just a war criminal, They kill a lot of people, and, there are some things I want to say, but I am trying to, like, but I am going to say that they should stop killing other people. They should stop all the genocide going around Congo, Sudan, Palestine, and the rest of the world. Because it's like everywhere you look around, United States is there. Everywhere. And all the genocide going on, they are all part of it. And from nowhere, they say they feel like the drone is coming from Iraq. How do you know? Because it looks quality and all that. Man, the whole thing is just, a mess. But then the people that die, they are already dead. And I hope their family gets all the compensation and all that they need to get. And I am not, I do not blame the Gen Z that said that they do not want to be drafted for war and all that. I do not blame all of them, because in the end, veterans come back and they are all suffering and without having anything to support themselves and all that. It's just really horrible. And this is all I got to say for now. I just feel free to let me know what you all think in the comment section. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.